Hi guys, Reaper here, welcome back, thanks for tuning in. Here to present the iconic Raven, which has always been in the EVE universe a workhorse for PvE, also a very capable ship in PvP. Today I'm going to help you understand what this ship is, what it can do, and give two different examples of how it's able to apply damage as a sniper and up-close brawler. Right, let's get into this then. So, if we have a look at the stats on this ship, for every level of large missile operation, you'll have a 5% bonus to torpedo and missile damage, 5% bonus to the missile activation time, and a 5% bonus to its velocity, so that will be accounting for its range. We also have for every level of battleship command a 5% bonus to the ship's flight velocity, which really helps when you're speed tanking or trying to dictate range using an afterburner. This is certainly one of the faster battleships out there. So as we can see from these skills, this ship really lends itself towards being a sniper and having a massive amount of damage. How this ship directly differs to the other offering, the Typhoon, is the fact that this ship has a bonus to its damage and range. The Typhoon has a slight bonus to its damage, but also it has a bonus to its damage application, the missile explosion velocity. So it makes it very similar to the differences between the Cyclone and the Drake at a lower tier for the battlecruisers. So really for me, the Typhoon shines as an up-close brawler. It's got that bonus to its scan resolution, and it's got its bonuses to the damage application. Okay, so looking at the fitting, for effective hit points, we've got 91,900, a whopping 32,400 shield hit points, which is massive, 22,500 armor hit points, and we've got 22,800 structure hit points. We've got 1,684 DPS, and our capacitor here shows as lasting 9 minutes and 44 seconds. Which means we're likely to be cap stable running everything pulsing that capacitor battery. And for the targeting, we've got a dismal 135mm scan resolution, which is the smallest of all of the battleships I've covered so far in this series, and we've got one of the largest signature radiuses. However, please do not be put off by these statistics, as this is probably one of the most fun battleships I've flown so far, and it is very, very impressive, as we'll soon find out. Navigation, as mentioned, thanks to that 5% ship bonus to velocity, we're at 203 meters per second, which means we're going to hit almost 600 ms with an afterburner. This is the brawling fit, so you can see here in the high slots we've got some C-type rapid large missile launchers. Our missile range is 46 kilometers, so that's 10 extra or even 12 extra kilometers on top of what you can do in the Typhoon, which means you can get up close and personal with this ship or sit out at a mid-range, mitigating a hell of a lot of DPS. We've got the Predator stasis webs. Now you will see that there's 2 of those. However, I wouldn't be too surprised if the mid slots on the Typhoon and Raven reduced from 4 to 3, and those mid slots were given to their tech level 10 counterparts that have recently moved up. This is the Fulmination server, and anything you see on this server could be subject to change, hence what I think might happen with the mid slots, although the live server and this server are currently up to date with what you can see ship-wise. We've got the Target Painter and the Warp Scrambler as well for the tackle, so we've got 4 points of tackle with this build, which makes it very, very powerful. I've got the large type blue shield booster, C-types, again everything available as per what's in the game. And we've got the 4-slot tank on this ship, so we've got the 2 adaptives, 1 reactive, and a shield booster to give ourselves a massive amount of effective hit points on the field. You'll notice there an A-type cap battery. I'll swap that out for a C-type when we actually get going. Bit of a mistake there because that's not available at the moment. And we've got the large afterburner to give us the 600 ms speeds when we're out on the field. I have 2 Ogre 9s loaded. These will be out shortly and available when we hit Tech 9 and are able to access these battleships. For my combat rigs, I've got 2 bay loading accelerators and 1 warhead damage bonus rig to give us the optimal DPS. And I've gone with 3 cap control circuit 3s. However, with this ship scan res and the fact that my skills are maxed, you could swap out one of these for perhaps a targeting rig and then swap a web for a NOS if needed. Looking at this next fitting, this is the large missile launcher. This is the sniper build. We're going full on sniper for the purpose of this video. you can see here with the C-type large missile launchers, we have an astounding 147 kilometer range. So these missiles are applying 100% of the DPS out to 147 kilometers, which really makes this an absolute boss of a sniper. Cannon-based ships are having to worry about their fall-off and the diminishing returns on DPS. So yeah, this is quite impressive. And I've got 4 Republic Fleet target painters, things that are commonly available again. And then in the low slots, I've only swapped out 4 of my modules to give me the ballistic control, as well as 3 of these hook missile guidance computers, which are the things that enable me to have that super far range. Again, I have made a change to the combat rigs for the sniper fit. I've put in the 15% explosion velocity rig, which I think is going to be quite essential. So moving on to this combat part, I've just finished the first wave. This is a Tech 10 expert level mission. All the ships will be Tech 10. I'm quite far out away from the pack here, and I'm currently locking them all down. I'm going to tap away like so and engage my afterburner, get my speed up so that these micro warp driving ships are going to take longer to reach me, as it will take extra volleys to get them down. So I'm going to now engage all my target painters on this micro warp driving destroyer, put on a guidance computer and fire a salvo to see what happens. So yeah, we could see how I went wrong there. What happened is the missiles take a good 11-12 seconds to reach the target at this distance, and I activated my guidance computer, and before my missiles had arrived, with the 10-second short duration on the guidance computer switched off before the volley landed. So to do this properly, you probably want to fire a volley and then count to 5 seconds or so, and then activate that guidance computer just before the volley reaches the destroyer. That should then give it its maximum damage application. But all that being said, it seems that we are applying damage to this micro warp driving ship, which is great. It will always take longer to get these ships down before they reach you. But once you've done that, you're completely safe. You can go full AFK and set an orbit to 140 odd kilometers, maybe 138 kilometers, and set to auto attack the next target, and just remember to return to your phone before the next wave spawns. So yeah, very much a kind of an AFK build. That ship went down incredibly fast, so yeah, that was a really good damage application. We've got a frigate here now. He is micro warp driving. He's at a good distance. I'm just burning back into my optimal range as I drifted outside of it slightly. I fired a volley here. I'd imagine this will do. We'll try to at least get his shield down. That would be hopeful. Seems like this volley might have missed. I was outside of the range. Let's get another salvo off here. Oh wow, wow! One hit took him down to into his structure with about 80% structure remaining. So that's 2-hit volley on a very small target that is moving at range, just not using its micro warp drive. So yeah, no worries whatsoever, guys, as you can see from this, looking at the damage application. Let's see what kind of damage we get on the cruisers after we've taken out this last Condor. Another thing that would be great to have in this video is if the sentry drones worked, I could have my sentry drones now beside me, sat at this distance, and the sentry drones should be applying DPS, but because of the bug, 35 kilometer control range means they will never attack, even though they have a 50 optimal plus 70 fall off. So with my ballistic running, you can see 2,144 DPS, and it does show my missile range goes out to 209 kilometers. So some people would argue that it has a range of 209 kilometers. However, that's not really practical or viable, as the guidance computers only run for 10 seconds, so you can only maintain that 209 kilometer range for 30 seconds, and the modules have a 60-second activation delay. So you really want to be sat inside your true optimal and use these guidance computers to strategically hit the smaller ships and get those down. Other than that, they don't really matter too much, as their passive abilities are the things that are making the real difference, and they're the things that are running constantly and consistently. So we fired a volley at the cruiser there. Massive volley for 10,000 damage. So cruisers, Tech 10, you're looking at a 2-shot volley to get them down. Let's go for this battle cruiser, see what kind of hits we get on this. I'd imagine 10,000 might be close to the cap limit, taking into consideration their resistances as we're on expert mode. I imagine these battleships on expert mode might have a better tank than some of the Tech 10 storyline mission NPCs. So we fired a volley on the battle cruiser, 11,600 damage there. So that's got him down to a 3rd shield, so probably 4 volleys to get one of these ships completely down as they're shield tanked. 2nd volley there, yeah, half armor, so another 2 volleys, and 4 volleys to get a Tech 10 battlecruiser down is very respectable, especially with the time that we're reloading on these. So yeah, it looks to me like the sniper version of this fit is a very formidable fitting. There's probably many players out there that prefer to sit back and have 0 risk and take 0 damage, but take things down slightly slower than normal. I also love the way the missiles fire from the wingtips, if you like, from the ship, and also from the underbelly. It looks really cool. We'll see what kind of hit I get on this Raven, fellow Raven out in space. 11,600, so for this particular mission, based on the ship's resistances, that is my maximum damage. So I'm applying almost maximum damage to cruisers upwards, and I can deal with the smaller ships quite easily. So let's move on to the brawling part. So we have warped in here at 0 kilometers, and there are going to be quite a lot of ships on the field. However, I've got this triple tank, and I don't think this will be a worry at all. I've warped in at 0 to take out these frigates to get them double webbed and see how that goes. But you can see that 151,000 effective hit points with the 3 modules running, and that's without the reactive spooled up. How reactive works is that when enemies or NPCs hit you, it adds damage per whatever the best damage is. Not a good example here because they do equal damage in missiles to all 4 types, so they work better against Amar specifically and other races. So we've got this frigate locked down now. Really keen to see the damage application, as this is what I've been waiting for, as I personally am an upfront and up-close brawler. So we're going to get some damage on. Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, he absolutely melted there. I wasn't expecting that. I thought it would be less damage application than the Typhoon. Of course, we've only got the 1 Weber. We might be losing a Weber on this build, but I don't think that's going to matter a great deal because that was tremendous damage application. Yeah, spooled up with the reactive there, you can see 158,000 effective hit points, so it's really not far off. It's pretty much in line with my Macarial, which, yeah, pretty amazing. And I think that would go up to maybe 165 if we were fighting against something like Amar, where the reactive would work a lot better. Engaging this cruiser now. So the rapid launchers, as you can see, they're firing much more rapidly. You're getting 2 volleys for the price of 1, and just absolutely melting these ships super fast. Compared to the sniper fit, this seems like it will do the job twice as fast. The decision you're really going to have is whether you prefer to brawl or be a sniper. But certainly, I think this ship is astounding. It has a lot more DPS compared to the Typhoon. It has better range. It has a bonus to the ship velocity, which I really like. I can deal with having slow scan resolution, so that is a workaround. As long as you've got good targeting skills and you can continuously keep targeting the ships, you should be okay. Yeah, this is really quite impressive. And I think for me, I'm more sold on the Raven now than I am the Typhoon, which I didn't expect to be saying. So it seems that the Raven continues to be the workhorse of the EVE universe, and to me, I think this could be a lot of people's PvE choice battleship for how good it is overall. Hopefully you guys agree. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments below. It would mean a great deal to me if you could like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.